Hey Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, bringing you some breaking news. Now, before we get started, real quick, guys, sorry about my voice. I have the flu. I'm trying to fight it. I'm trying to get over it. So bear with me if I cough through this breaking news video. But fresh off the presses from DC themselves, DC has announced after Convergence, there's Divergence, and they have released their titles going forward after Convergence is all said and done. And it's not 52 titles anymore. It's now considered 49 titles, and it looks like they're removing the 52 saying on their comic books going forward after Convergence. So, what I wanted to discuss with you is the titles that will be being released going forward after Convergence, because we got a lot of cancellations and now there's a bunch of new books coming out and what ongoings are continuing. So here we go. First off, we have, which I'm pretty sure these are miniseries, which is Batman Beyond. This is written by Dan Jurgens and the art is done by Bernard Chang. Another series is Batmite. It's a 6-issue limited series, also written by Dan Jurgens, and the art is done by Corin Howell. We're getting a Bizarro 6-issue limited series. This is written by Heath Corson. Excuse me, and the art is done by Gustavo Dorte. If you're fans of Black Canary fans, we're going to be getting a Black Canary book written by Brendan Fletcher, and the art is done by Annie Wu and Irene Kaw. Constantine fans, you'll be happy with this. It's called Constantine the Hellblazer. It's written by Ming Doyle, and the art is done by Riley Rosmo. Next, we're going to get a series Cyborg, written by David Walker, and the art is done by Ivan Reis. Next, a book called Dark Universe, written by James Tynion IV, and the art is done by Ming Doyle. Next, kind of curious of what's going on with Green Lantern. Green Lantern has a new book. It's called Lost Army. It's written by Colin Bunn, and the art is done by Jesus Ciaz. Next is Doomed, written by Scott Lobdell, and the art is done by Javier Fernandez. Earth 2 Society, written by Daniel Wilson, art by George Gemnes. Next, if you're a Dr. Fate fan, you might like this because it's just plain out called Dr. Fate. And it's written by Paul Levitz, and the art is done by Sonny Liu. Harley Quinn and Power Girl have a book together. It's a 6-issue limited series written by Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor. The art is done by Stephanie Raux. Justice League of America, written by Brian Hitch. Art done by Brian Hitch. Next, we have Justice League 3001, written by Keith Giffen, and the art is done by Howard Porter. If you're a Martian Manhunter fans, we're getting a Martian Manhunter book. This is written by Rob Williams. Art is done by Ben Oliver. Book called Midnighter, written by Steve Orlando and art by Akko. Another book called Mystic You, written by Alyssa Whitney. The art is done by, stay tuned for the artist info, so we don't have the artist for that yet. Next is Omega Men, written by Tom King, and the art is done by Alec Morgan. Next is Prez, written by Mark Russell, art by Ben Caldwell. This sounds like a pretty interesting book. I think this is pretty cool. It sounds awesome. Red Hood and Arsenal, written by Scott Lobdell, and the art is done by Dennis Murdry. Robin, Son of Batman, written by Patrick Gleason, art by Patrick Gleason, so he's going to be doing double duties on these books. Section 8, 6-issue limited, characters from the 90s series Hitman, written by Garth Ennis, and the art is done by John McCree. Starfire, written by Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor, and the art is done by Emanuela Lapacino, excuse me. Next is We Are Robin, written by Lee Permejo, and the art is done by Carrie Randolph. Now we have our ongoing titles. These are the books that look like they're continuing or have been going on. And we have Action Comics, written by Craig Pack and art by Aaron Cooter. Aquaman, written by Colin Bunn, art by Trevor McCarthy. Batgirl, written by Cameron Stewart and Brendan Fletcher. Batman stays the same, written by Scott Snyder, art by Craig Capullo. Detective Comics continues with Brian Buccellato and Francis Menopal. Batman Superman, Craig Pack, Adrian Saif. Catwoman, same creative team. Deathstroke, same person, Tony S. Daniel. The Flash, same, Robert Venditti and Van Jensen. Gotham Academy is continuing. Gotham by Midnight, written by Ray Fox and art Juan Fierro, which is continuing. Grayson, also continuing. It's Tom King and Tom Seeley. Green Arrow, written by Ben Piercy, art by Zurcher. Green Lantern. So this is the continuation of the Green Lantern book. Robert Venditti is still staying on it, and Billy Tan. Harley Quinn continues with Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Carter. We have Justice League, which is continuing, still being written by Jeff Johns. So Jeff Johns not going anywhere with the book. Justice League United. We're not sure what's going on with the creative team on that. Next, we have Lobo, which is going to be written by Colin Bunn and Cliff Richards. Secret Six continues, written by Gail Simone, art by Dale Inglesum. Sinestro is being continued and written by Colin Bunn, art by Bradley Walker. New Suicide Squad continues. Superman. No longer Jeff Johns being the writer, everybody. Jeff Johns is off of Superman. It's written by Gene Luen Yang, and the art continues to be done by John Romita Jr. That is a huge drop off from writing, I feel. No disrespects to the new writer, but Superman, I felt, is a better read. And with Jeff Johns going away off of that book, it's not going to be the same. That's a huge loss for that book. Superman Wonder Woman, written by Peter J. Tomasi. That's the same. Teen Titans continues. And last but not least, we have Wonder Woman. Of course, it's written by the Finches and art done by the Finches as well. So, guys, there you have it. There are the books that are coming out. No more New 52. It is now 49 titles altogether. You can see the ongoing titles have no real changes to them, except for that Superman title, which Jeff Johns is no longer doing, which is it's very sad for the Superman fans. I felt like he was somewhat getting somewhere story-wise, and now John Romita is still staying on the artwork. That's a huge loss. And it'll be interesting to see as well where these actual other miniseries and these other books going on have to do with this whole DC universe going forward. It's a whole bunch of limited series, so it cuts the ongoings like in half. So is DC doing minis from now on, or they're just gonna take their time releasing new ongoings? I'm not sure right now. But interests in my heart here that I'm interested in Batman Beyond. I'm kind of interested in seeing what that's about. Bizarro is always an interesting character. If you're an Arrow fan, you're going to like Black Canary. Not too interested in Cyborg. I'll take a look at this Green Lantern series. And yeah, so it's quite a lot of books here to take in. And I'm not curious. I don't have any idea on prices when it comes to all these books. I'm not sure if they're going to be $2.99 or $3.99 titles. It has not said that here in this press release. But guys, right here on Comic Frontline, we wanted to give you this news first. So hopefully this has been very informative for you. I'm sure very soon you'll hear this everywhere else as well. And we have an article going up as well on comicfrontline.com if you guys want to research that and find out more information about all these titles going forward. So guys, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off, and I hope I gave you all this cool information. Tell me in the comments below what titles that you are most excited for going forward with this whole DC Divergence thing. And fan, as always, thank you for watching Comic Frontline. And until the next review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.